Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're watching another episode of Boba Fett today. It's episode 5. After the last episode and hearing the Mando music, I want hopes and dreams to come true. I love learning every aspect about the Mandalorian, period. Let alone Din Djarin. Like Pedro Pascal is when it comes to Din. But when it comes to this show, I feel like we need something more. And I know Tamora Morrison is old and he's not going to be the active young Boba Fett like the guy that we've pictured for all these years. And I know a lot of people have been a little upset for the past couple episodes. And I'm the person that looks for beauty in everything, and I'm going to find something that I like about it, regardless of whether or not it fit into my expectations. I already have not low expectations, but almost no expectations. I go into it just saying whatever I'm given, I'm going to receive, and I'm going to be happy about the good things, which is why I always seem very happy at the end of them, is because I'm like, it was a baby Rancor, or, we got the story about Fennec, so let's let the little perspective is that we're getting Boba Fett and we're getting Star Wars, and hopefully we're getting more Mandalorian. Um, Albeit no Grogu. Oh my gosh. If Din Djarin is in this and there's no Grogu, I'll be so sad. That'll be like the first episode of the first season. I know we don't get him. I know he wouldn't be in here. I don't even know if we would get Din Djarin himself. But I'm still refusing to not be excited about this show, regardless of whether or not people like the scooter kids or whatever they are, the mod squad. Is that what we're calling them? I don't know if that's what we're calling them. Either way, I know it hasn't felt like Star Wars, but it does feel like Star Wars. And let's hold on. Let's be excited that we have it. We're getting a continuation of a story. I mean, like the last episode and seeing the Sarlacc and going through that whole spiel of him still thinking that his armor's in there, which was a little weird because, like, does he not remember the Jawas taking it? Probably not, but like, it seems like that's something you would remember. But like the seismic charge going off inside the Sarlacc, like there's so many treats that we get, and I understand from beginning to end, it's not always the most special for everybody. I particularly don't like badass Boba Fett kind of running around after a droid. I feel like that's a little bit beneath him. Thank you, Crossbones, for pointing that out in the comments. It was shenanigans, and I can see why that would probably get on some people's nerves. And it might not be what they were expecting. And definitely the last episode was very techy. It wasn't a very Star Wars kind of feel. It actually was kind of more like a Star Trek feel, which having those two worlds merged, like that's my jam because I love them both. But like, let's let's get back into Tatooine. Let's get back into Star Wars. Let's get back into Boba Fett. Let's hear more about Fennec. I want to see Boba Fett ride a Rancor. Like, let's just focus. Not y'all. Like, Dave and John. Focus. Focus. We don't need a bigger world. We just need focus. Okay? And I, again, refuse to not see the beauty in everything. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Oh, not how I pictured this starting out. What it. Okay, so. What I. Huh. Huh! Hi! Hi! I'm like, that's one good looking man. He's wearing a helmet. Still fucking badass. He's so badass. This is such a weird setting, though, right?
I'm here for Cabo Baez.
Well, if I see him, I'll let him.
I see him right now. I'm gonna give the rest of you the opportunity to walk out that door.
He gives me the chills.
They're not going anywhere. Look Looks to me like you're surrounded.
He likes those odds.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Oh, he bit him! Jesus! Oh my god, the Darksaber was unexpected. Oh, he doesn't know how to wield it. Boy, you're gonna need a Bacta tank. Cold it is. Whoa, that was so intense. Mando with the Darksaber's scary. Is it just his head? Yeah, I would imagine it's like learning how to use a lightsaber. Like, you're gonna burn yourself. Both! Both themes. Return of the Mandalorian. Why does that music make me cry? Oh, he doesn't have the Razor Crest anymore. Oh, what would he be flying now? What is that? If Grogu was there, he would just heal him, right? I miss the baby. I was thinking about getting the Mudhorn tattooed on my arm. It's still a thought. Oh. These episodes are so weird.
I'd put that on ice if I were you.
He's like, no thanks. Peace out. It's just so weird to see him in an environment like a nightclub. It was weird to see Boba Fett in a medical facility where people were being modified. Is that like a Mando trick? Sure is. I love her so much.
I didn't know if I would ever see you again.
Sometimes I see these names.
That's Whistler. Bring it to me.
She's just known as the Armorer. Is she somebody important? Looks good on you, girl. You should keep it.
It was forged over 1,000 years ago by the Mandalore Tar Vizsla. He was both Mandalorian and Jedi.
I have met Jedi.
Then you have completed your quest.
I have.
He sure did.
Then you may join our covert as we rebuild.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
I missed that so much. And he wants that Darksaber.
The songs of eons past foretold of the mythosaur rising up to herald a new age of Mandalore. Sadly, it only exists in legend.
Oh, damn it.
Mandalorian steel is meant for armor, not weapons.
Melt that shit down.
Then forge it into armor.
Yes.
Darksaber is a more noble weapon for you to wield.
I love the Mandalorian so much.
Bo-Katan is a cautionary tale. She once laid claim to rule Mandalore based purely on blood and the sword you now possess. Bo-Katan Kryze was born of a mighty house, but they lost sight of the way. They lost their way, and we lost our world. Only those that walked the way escaped the curse prophesied in the creed. What shall I forge?
Something for a foundling.
This is the way.
For a specific foundling. Grogu. I want to see him. Make sure he's safe.
Oh, God.
In order to master the ways of the Force, Jedi must forego all attachment.
That is the opposite of our creed. Loyalty and solidarity are the way.
What shall I forge for the foundling Grogu?
Yeah, what are they gonna make him? Does that mean that we're gonna see him again? Are we gonna see Luke again? I can't with this show. I love it. I love it. I love it. Is it a little ball? I'm a mess. I'm just a mess. I love this.
It gets heavier with each move.
That is because you are fighting against the blade.
Makes me think of Sabine. She's so cool. No one better to learn from.
Persistence without insight will lead to the same outcome.
Bars.
It was forged by my ancestor, founder of House Vizsla.
And now it belongs to me.
Because you won it in combat.
That's right.
Oh my god.
And now I will win it from you.
Do you agree to this duel, Din Djarin?
I do.
Holy shit. If you had asked me if this was gonna happen at all in this season of Boba Fett, would never have guessed it. Not in a million years. I'm so excited. Look at that shot. Oh, he's so cool. They're all so cool. What'd that be? Is that a shield? I mean, obviously it's a shield, but what kind of shield? Dang. Oh, I love it. But, like, you don't want to kill him, right? Like, that's not how he wins this duel, right? How do you determine when somebody's won? Like, when they, like, give up? Someone's dead?
It is done, Din Djarin. Have you ever removed your
Oh,
helmet?
no.
I have.
You are a Mandalorian, no more.
I beg you for your forgiveness. How can I atone?
Leave.
Maybe if he rolls Mandalore, he can change that rule? Dare I say, though, it was probably worth it for him to have that moment with Grogu. Going to Tatooine.
You're going to have to remove your weapons.
Fine.
I don't like it. I don't like it. That's a way for shit to get stolen. Is he gonna... He's gonna unload tons of shit. Oh my god. You might as well just take everything off. Oh my god! Like every dude at the airport. But he's allowed to have his jetpack? He probably feels so naked. So, like, regular life for all of us, but Star Wars world. Is it a ball? It's even in the shape of Grogu. Ah. Oh, thank God.
Said you found me a replacement for the Razor Crest.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. That's what I did, Ash.
It's right here.
See the ship first.
Right this way. I'll wait till you get your eyes on this baby.
Oh, it's probably garbage. Oh.
Do you have any idea what this is?
Yeah.
This is an N1 starfighter, handmade for the Royal Guard and commissioned personally by the Queen of Naboo.
Naboo. Yeah.
This is a pile of junk.
I know she doesn't look like much, but you got here a lot earlier than I did.
She's like such a used car salesman.
The parts you want, the specs you need, and I'm gonna make it work, all right? I dated a Jawa. I know what I'm doing.
Ew.
Oh, that's okay. I'm working on me right now. Just go find the parts.
They wanted to hit that, huh? I am so excited for a Mando episode, and like this is just interesting.
You know, I've never even been off-world.
What?
Vapor manifold. I fabricated you this induction intake charger that's gonna double your output coefficient.
I have no idea what that meant.
You hit this button, you're gonna evacuate your exhaust manifold, if you know what I mean.
Yep. I know exactly what you mean.
You wanna thank me now or you wanna thank me later?
You get me a Razor Crest, you can have it right back.
Oh,
I like the Razor Crest.
I got it. They said they crawled under a Pike Spice runner and crimped it off while they were refueling.
Gutsy little fellas.
Oh. Good morning? Not the ship I ever expected in a million years to see Mando flying.
What happened to the droid port?
I hogged it out. You know, I figured with your disposition, you'd want to forego the astromech.
It'd be perfect for a little passenger, about yay big, ears that go like this. That is a snug fit for him, though. I mean, is that where he's gonna shove all of his bounties? In that tiny little astromech spot?
Well, see what she can do.
Oh, it's purring.
Nah, I can hear her. She's purring.
I don't know why I keep thinking it's gonna explode. Oh, please don't blow up. I don't know, it's too good to be true.
Okay, I'll open her up.
Yeah, open her up. Ooh, that'll blow your hair back. Put the top down, see how it feels. Oh, it feels like pod racing.
Eric, she's fast. There's a gonk stomp jack.
I don't know what that means. This is such a blast from the past. I love it so much.
Let's see what she's got.
Please don't break in the middle of space. I wouldn't be messing around though. Like, let's avoid other ships. Like, no need to bump them. I still miss the Razor Crest though.
Was I doing something wrong, officer? Sorry, officer. I got a little carried away there. Transmitting now.
It's like real life.
I think we can let him off with a warning this time. Thank you, officer.
Who's in the other ship?
Your voice is mighty familiar. Did you used to fly a Razor Crest?
Yeah. Say no.
I think you have the wrong guy, officer.
You mind answering a few questions?
Uh-oh. He can outrun you. Peace.
Are we reporting this?
I wouldn't.
You want to go back to base and fill out reports all day?
There's so much in this episode that is just like everyday life on Earth. Star Warsy though.
Whew, well, how was it?
Wizard. Friend of mine?
Don't worry. I told her I didn't know where you were.
She tell you her name?
Fennec Shan.
Yeah.
We need muscle.
Boba Fett.
He sure would appreciate it.
Tell him it's on
Remember the
house.
kid.
I gotta pay a visit to a little friend.
Oh! Damn it! I thought for sure we were gonna get Grogu. Oh, Jon Favreau, why do you hurt me like this? But Bryce Dallas Howard. She's so good. Okay, so who knew that the best episode of Boba Fett was going to be the one that didn't have Boba Fett in it? Oh, that sucks. And here's the thing. The vibes in the past couple episodes have just been weird. And I think the reason is because, and I don't hate it, but personally, my heart and my mind and my childhood are still stuck in old Star Wars and that world. I need to be more open to different vibes and different places and different lifestyles because those exist even on Earth, right? So, New York City is not the same as, where I grew up in Michigan. They're just not the same. They're different places. They're different vibes. They're different situations, that they're different histories. And so we have to kind of be more open to new things. That being said, the beginning in the butchery or the meat packing place, that was just a very odd location to be. It just really was. But man, that reveal when you just see his shadow behind that door. Oh gosh. So excited. And, bring you in warm, bring you in cold. He chose cold. I was actually kind of shocked that he, cut that dude in half. But if you have the Darksaber, I think it makes it a little bit easier. But we can see that he doesn't know how to wield the Darksaber. We can see that he hurt himself with the Darksaber, which I 100% would do with a lightsaber if I had one. 100%. My hair is going to get burnt off. I'm going to have a scar on the side of my face. I'm probably going to be missing a limb. You have to train with that. And then later we see him training with it. And I absolutely loved that we got kind of the whole Sabine Kanan treatment from Rebels, where, you know, she could physically feel how heavy the darksaber was and how hard it was for her to wield it, and how there was something internal she needed to deal with in order to wield it properly and let it guide her. And now we know that Din is also feeling this. And I kind of wonder what that is. Is it because he misses Grogu? Is it because he has that attachment to him? Is it because he maybe wants a new clan, or he's part of a different clan, or the religion of being a Mandalorian is a little heavy? It really is. Like, he didn't want to tell the armorer that he took his helmet off. He didn't want to. He did because he's an honest guy, but he didn't want to. And seeing him train with the dark saber and then having a duel immediately after, he didn't really learn anything from that training. He just kind of went straight for it and then went for his old tricks, which is completely fine. Winning it is winning it. Paz Vizsla challenging him to a duel, I think, was kind of apropos. I mean, he's a family name on Mandalore, 100%. And he kind of has a family claim to it. I mean, a little bit, like, you still have to win it in battle. I think I actually would have been happy if he did win the darksaber from Din. One, so he doesn't kind of have that heaviness, but I feel like we're going to get a transition with him because of it. But then also, Bo-Katan could fight Paz Vizsla for it. And then she could rule Mandalore. Seeing the flashback of the Purge was very emotional. That was devastating. And it was just bombing. It wasn't boots on the ground. It was just bombing. Night of 1,000 Tears is 100% true. She also melted down the spear for Grogu, and when he said it was for a foundling, I knew it was for Grogu, but I was thinking like, oh, they could make it into a little ball for him, and I was like, well, if you don't use Beskar for a weapon and you only use it for armor, I don't think she would make a toy either, or like a little trinket. So we'll see. Seeing him travel without like a personal ship, first of all, like, I miss the Razor Crest very much. But it was really interesting to watch him actually like get on a actual starship, like a cruiser, like he was boarding a plane and having to like get rid of his weapons. It felt very Earth-like, but in like a Star Warsy way. It is like a plight that every single person who's ever traveled has felt. Like, your suitcase is too heavy, or, you know, there's something that's in your carry-on that you have to get rid of. It felt very real to me. I felt that. The fact that he has an N1 Naboo starfighter, I hated those ships, and I might be like on the minority because I get like there's some people that probably really love those ships. I am not one of them. I wasn't a fan of a lot of the ships in the prequel because I thought George Lucas just made them to just be like flashy, and I get it. Again, it was for the Queen. It was Coruscant. It was Naboo. Like they were like very two high class planets. There were high class ships. I'm just hoping that it kind of gets a Mando treatment where like it's all chromed out like the Razor Crest. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know if they're gonna do that. It's a tight squeeze with him though, with that armor on. And I know that she said she got it out the astromech thing. They normally don't just say those things for fun. It's gonna be used for something, whether it's for his future bounties or it is a spot for Grogu to be. Because we never hear about Grogu in the future. And when they talk about Kylo Ren destroying the new Jedi Temple, like I can't imagine him killing Grogu, and I can't imagine Grogu getting away and never trying to find Luke. So something happens to Grogu. Maybe he doesn't stay with Luke. Maybe he has a spot on an N1 Naboo starfighter permanently. But I definitely think a Mando N1's gonna hit different. I really think it will. I think also having Mando with Boba Fett and with Fennec, let's just face it, Tamora Morrison is not as young as he could be, so he's not going to do a whole lot of fighting. And I think that Mando's probably going to take on a lot of that physicality that we're going to see, because we want more action and we don't want the mods as much. I definitely want Chrysanthemum. I want to see him ripping limbs off of everybody, not just the Gamorreans. Which, thank you for everybody who told me about the Gamorreans and why he was targeting the Gamorreans and why he doesn't like them. I somehow missed that they killed Wookiees and sold the pelts. I think that's a legit reason to kind of hate a group of people. I don't know about ripping their arms off, but it's a legit reason, I think. And so it does beg the question at the end where he says he needs to go visit a little friend. Is it Grogu? Does he know where Grogu is? Does he know where Luke took him? I don't know how he would know that. And if he did know and he found him, would Luke even let him see Grogu? Because they're not supposed to have attachments. I don't know how that would work. I don't know if we're going to see that in this season or if we have to wait for the next season, The Mandalorian. Jon Favreau. He does such a great job writing The Mandalorian. Boba Fett needs a little help. Not only in the show, but like the show itself. Which again, I see the beauty in everything, so I'm happy we have anything of Boba Fett. I'm happy we have anything about a Rancor. I'm happy just to have this world every week. I'm just happy about that, right? But getting Mando, getting Din, getting more of the Mandalorian lore and more of the story, more of the armorer, like it's God, we are so rich in Star Wars. We are so rich in Star Wars. I hope everyone knows that and appreciates that. So if I missed anything, if I need to know anything, let me know. Again, I always keep telling him that I'm going to give him a shout out. Crossbones, thank you for all that you do. I appreciate you. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, do all the gross stuff that I hate asking you to do, but like, come back for more. I don't know if I'm excited for next week's episode. Are we going to get more Boba Fett? If it doesn't start out with him riding a Rancor, going to be peeved. Or Din is going to go off and find Grogu and then bring him back, and then Grogu's going to save the day. I don't know what's going to happen. It's a pipe dream. Anyway, come back here next week for more. I'll see ya.